Hello, pretty girls. Happy Saturday. Hope you guys have had a wonderful day today. Maybe you've got to do a little bit of crafting. I hope so. We're going to put together another of the Stamp of the Month projects. So these are going to be really quick and easy, just like the cards that we put together yesterday. None of my work is just super complicated. It doesn't really take a lot of instruction. I just like to do the videos in case you need a little bit of assistance with maybe a technique or an assembly of some kind. So I don't really think that anyone's going to have any trouble putting them together, but of all of the projects, these are just ridiculously simple. So we're going to go ahead and put one of them together. As you guys know, you've probably noticed the last couple of months that I have some duplicates. So same style or type of project, same design, just maybe using different papers or something like that. So we're going to go right ahead and get started on this cute little beehive card. I don't like it as much as I like the shaker card from yesterday, but it is super cute anyway. So we're going to go right ahead and get started. Let's get our stamping out of the way. Now, I already did, as I told you guys yesterday, I've already stamped and cut out my beehive and colored it because that would have taken me a long time. And I didn't want you guys to have to sit and watch me do that. So we'll go ahead and we'll grab the pieces that we need to be stamping. We're going to put some black ink, stamp our sentiment on the top layer, which has the hexagons cut out of it. As you saw, there were two different cards. So one of your envelopes has Sundance cardstock with the hexagons and the other one is honey butter. So if you guys don't want to mix and match the cardstocks, you don't have to. You could put the same colors on the same card, or you can even flip them over so you have the off palette version if this is too wide of a color range for you. Okay. And then on the 4" by 5 1/4" inch piece, which is going to be underneath the hexagon, we're going to do a little bit of stamping with that fun little teeny tiny hexagon stamp and just do a little bit of random stamping, which I think will be a lot of fun. Hello, Miss Brandy. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday, beauty. So we're going to go ahead and get this out of the way, guys. I'm going to grab the Misty really quickly. And I did, like you see me do so often, I cut my stamp. That doesn't hurt it in any way. You can put it right back together on the block or on your stamping platform, just as it came on the carrier sheet, if you want to use it, as it's been designed. So this says, thank you, thinking of you, sweet friend. And I just wanted the sweet friend. And I also wanted to be able to kind of stack it on top of each other. I didn't want it to be a long horizontal sentiment. So I just got my scissors out and cut it apart, and that's okay. I know some of you guys don't like to do that, and that's okay. But I like to do it. It just gives me additional versatility, and that makes me very, very happy. So we're going to grab our sentiment piece in here, and oddly enough, pardon me one moment, my iPad broadcast just decided to flip upside down. I don't think I'm going to get to see you guys very well. So, all right. So we're popping it back where it goes. There we go. Now I can read everyone's comment. Well, I have been doing the videos, Brandy. I've just been pre-recording them and putting them on YouTube because my internet hates me. Fiber line is installed up to our house. They just they don't have it all completed yet. Like, it's not the part that goes into the houses are not, that is not finished, but fiber, I'm just waiting for the call any day. So praise the Lord. I'm so excited. I can't wait. But yeah, internet has not been happy with me. So instead of them being kind of fuzzy, I've just been recording them on YouTube. So, the one last night was okay. So we'll hope that it's okay, today too. So as you guys see, I just arranged it the way that I would like it on my card base. You can check it. If you're using a stamping platform, you can check it on the grids to see if it's straight and not crooked. But it looks pretty good, and we're going to stamp it up. I know that I can do all of this with a block. I absolutely know that. But once you guys get used to a stamping platform, you'll never go back. Because you can stamp multiple times. You can do lots of fun techniques. You don't have to worry about shaking hand trimmers like I have. It is awesome. So we have our sweet friend. Now we are going to use our block because we're going to be doing a lot of like random stamping. So the block is just going to make more sense. And if we made a blunder, no one is probably going to notice it because it's going to be tucked back up underneath all of these little hexagons, which I just have to say, it was worth the hours upon hours of slicing and dicing in Cricut. These are all made by me. They're not images that you guys have to buy. They're just made using the free shapes in Cricut. And I just think they turn out super, super great. So I'm using Sundance ink on top of my honey butter cardstock. And when I stamped the other similar card that has the Sundance on the bottom layer, I also use Sundance ink. So don't worry about, you don't have to worry about grabbing a different darker color because it seemed to show up just fine. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, and as you guys can see on the original, I have just kind of filled in a little bit of this space that lays underneath where all of these little hexagon windows are. And then I also stamped a few just kind of randomly around the edges. Now, here's the deal, and this is where I struggle sometimes. It's random stamping, okay? We're supposed to do it randomly, right? Randomly, girlfriends. So don't think too much about it. What I am going to do, because I would like to have some of my hexagons be sure to stick out underneath where my windows are down here. So I'm just going to bring my window piece back up here on top, and that just kind of gives me a little bit of a visual so that I can see. Sorry, I have like a little buggy flying around. It gives me a little bit of a visual so I can kind of see where to line these up at. And I missed some comments. Oh, Jerry, I'm so glad to see you too. Hope I'm fabulous. I'm not fabulous, but I'm here. Thank you, Robin. I have had a productive day today, so that is kind of a good day for me. And we have church tomorrow and tomorrow night, and then Monday morning before the break of dawn, we're leaving for my happy place. So I can make it. I can handle it, right? So we're just going to begin kind of random stamping this, guys. And as I said, I'm just kind of leaving a visual for, I want this to kind of be tucked up underneath where those windows are going to be. And you can kind of see how I'm stacking those. You can see the little hexagons just kind of nestle like right down next to each other. And so they fit really, really well. And you can see the placement super well too, just using a block. So again, stamping platform would almost be more of a problem, I think, than a help doing the stamping this way. That would be really a struggle to kind of move that and jostle that around right and left, back and forth and all of that. So a block is what we're using today. So again, if you get it a little bit crooked or you're not super happy with the placement, it's okay. No one will likely even see it. There's probably a lot of parts that you're not even going to notice. And so then on this side that doesn't have any windows, I am just going to, let's see, we're going to kind of about halfway up. So I'm going to bring over just a few of these little hexagons again. These, you don't have to go very far in because you're just literally going to see a sliver of them, just a sliver. Then we've got a few more kind of nestled up here on the top. And again, don't overthink it, my friends. Don't overthink it. It's supposed to be random, okay? Challenging to get the glare of the lights with the phone in my face. So I'm going to stand up a minute. When you guys hear my voice change, that means I'm kind of standing up, sitting down, all the things, right? So then we've got another one kind of popped up here in the corner. And now we have, let's see, a few over here to the left. And you can see, I'm just kind of bringing in the one that I've already done kind of as a guide. Now, obviously, you guys won't have one that is already done in front of your face, but you can go back and look at the photos that are inside the Google folder or the photos that are on your files that you'll receive by email to kind of help you distinguish where you can put those little random stamps. And then after you get your first one done, you can then use that as a guide to line up your second one. Or for goodness sakes, we can just random stamp it, right? And not really care about the placement, and it's okay. So wow, I'm getting quite a glare with this darn block and this crazy light above my head. So we'll see if we can get them lined up. I'm going to kind of bring these down a little bit because I want them to kind of fill in some of that little window there. And you don't have to go super far down. There's not that much of a window. And then you're also going to run into the beehive. So no worries about going all the way down. You don't have to do it a ton. And if you guys say, you know what, Suze, you promised me a quick and easy card kit. I don't even care about stamping, so I'm not going to do it. That's okay too. You can do that too. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and we're going to put our ribbon on. Now, you guys know that I feature ribbon quite often in the kits, and Close to My Heart does not have really much of a ribbon selection, and they don't have ribbon like this, but this is my favorite ribbon ever. I use it in 3 different colors. So in this one, we're going to use black with gold glitter threads. You guys are going to have enough to span these projects, and you'll have extra. I always send extra ribbon because I understand not everyone ties their bows like me. And so if you needed a little extra ribbon to tie whatever style of bow you were looking for, I wanted you to have enough to do that. So you're going to have a little extra. But this is my absolute favorite. I love it because it ties really well. It adheres really, really well. It's just quite pretty. And the 3 colors that I like using, you can get more colors on Amazon. It's always linked on your files. But they come in all different colors. But I will use the white with gold glitter thread, a white with silver glitter thread, and then the one that you see today, which is a black with gold glitter thread. Now, you guys know my love of black, of course. But the fun thing about the white ribbon is that you can take the alcohol markers and you can actually color the ribbon, and it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. We've done it in the past. It's been a while, so maybe I need to work that into a class here before long. But it colors so beautifully. It's not streaky or anything like that. It's like the ribbon just accepts the marker super well, and it soaks right in, and it like doesn't bleed. It's just a smooth, beautiful coloring. I just love it. So if you guys have some of that ribbon, maybe left over from a kit of mine or just in your craft stash, get some of your alcohol markers out. I think you would love to match it to your projects, and it's so quick and easy to do. I did just put some 1/8 inch score tape on the back. That's my favorite way to adhere this, because like my rule of thumb with ribbon is that when I attach it somewhere, I don't want it like lumpy and bumpy. I want it smooth, smushed down onto the project where like no one is gonna, catch their fingernail on it or something like that when they're opening the card. I don't want anything sliding under it. It's really just a personal preference of mine. It's probably really not that big of a deal, but for me, the little details matter when I am creating. And so that's something that I definitely take notice of. So I want it smooth, and the score tape will give me that. This is very completely smooth across there. Nothing's going to hang up on it or anything like that. And we'll be able to also take the ribbon and tie a cute little bow on it. But what we're first going to do is add a little bit of foam tape on the back. And by a little bit, I actually mean a lot, because you guys know, I don't have to tell you, I love foam tape. I love my projects to be kind of popped up off of the page. I just feel like it just feels more like art that way. Not that the flat projects aren't art, but it just feels a little more artistic when it's kind of popped up off of the page. And I love that. And I understand many of you guys have always been like, Suze, I don't do all that dimensional stuff, and you can't make me, right? So it's okay. Like I always say, we can still be friends. But I do love popping it up off the page. I'm going to put just a few in the middle. Even though my sweet little beehive is going to cover it up, I'm placing it there really just more for added stability, more than worried about whether anyone is going to see it or not. So we've got good coverage of foam tape now. We will pop this. I guess we can go ahead, and so we're not smushing down a card base that has foam tape on it. We'll go ahead and place this onto our card base. I always like to rescore it, give it a good crisp fold. I think sometimes when they leave the factory, that score line is not always directly in the middle. So I like to rescore it. So we'll go ahead and, looks like this was a piece I already played with apparently. We'll go ahead and place this down onto our card base. Always got to leave that little border around the outer edge, that little 1/8 inch border of the white. And it makes a perfect place where we can trail our doodling pen around the outside. It's the little things, right? So we're going to peel off these. This is the part that is like paint drying on the wall. It takes just a second. You guys are probably bored out of your mind. But for me, I love foam tape enough that I think that it's worth it. Some of y'all, not so much. And that's okay. So I'm just going to peel these off. And I will just also say, not all foam tape is created equal. We were out of stock of foam tape for a little while earlier in the year. And I grabbed some at Hobby Lobby, and I love Hobby Lobby. So I'm not speaking ill of their products in any way, but I like couldn't get the backing off of all of I got these little dots and I got foam tape, and it didn't matter which ones I used. I couldn't get the backing off. I like had to use my tweezers and my fingernails, couldn't get them off. It was so frustrating. And so that reminded me that not all foam tape is created equal. Just like the rest of our products, not all of them are created equal, right? So we're going to peel off the back of these as well. This layer has foam tape too, so this is going to be a double layer card. Like I told you, I love the dimension, and I'm not bothered by it, and it doesn't bother me that I have to if I have to put another stamp on my envelopes. It doesn't bother me at all because I just feel like it's worth it. So this is going to go down here, kind of overlapping our ribbon. Let's see, we want to make sure that it does not overlap our sentiment. And we're also going to put a cute little bow on it, a few of the black dots or the black glitter gems, and then we will be done. I told you it's going to be a quick and easy card. What I might suggest, guys, that saves a little bit of time, and I'm a multitasker. I always have been. I don't ever sit and just do one thing. Like, I rarely ever watch TV, and when I say rarely, I mean like, you're lucky if I sit down once a month and like sit on the couch once a month while Randy has something on. But what I will many times do is if I happen to be in there talking to him on the couch maybe, or if he's driving somewhere and I'm sitting in the passenger seat, many times I will try to do a few of my steps that take a lot of the time for my projects. I will try to do that while I'm, the TV's on or I'm talking to him or something like that. And so I used to tie a lot of bows while he was driving and I was in the passenger seat with this fun little tool, this little Bow Easy. And if you guys are intrigued by this, maybe you've never seen one, I have a tutorial that I filmed that shows you how to create double bows and triple bows and like baker's twine bows that have like 12 loops, and it's so fun. I absolutely love it. I've been using it since longer than I've been a consultant, and I'm coming up on 15 years. It's made in the United States. It's very inexpensive, lightweight, portable, doesn't take up a lot of room. It's awesome. But I have a tutorial on my YouTube channel that I filmed several years ago that shows you guys how to create bows with this fun little Bow Easy tool. It is awesome. So that's why I'm just kind of running through it quickly instead of taking time to tell you, because I could tell you much better in that video, and it'll walk you guys through how to do that. But I used to do a lot of bows in the car. It was just something that was easy to take with me. And I didn't have to worry about bumps in the road or anything like that. And then when it came time to color in all of my images, because if you guys look at the projects, of course, for this month, every single project has one of these images that are colored in. So you've got all of these fun little images that are on the bee wings here, all of the flowers that are on the beehives here. And so this is you have a little bit of a time investment to color. Now, for a lot of people, coloring is very relaxing. Oh, pardon my yawns. I would say coloring is very relaxing for me, providing I can do it while I'm doing something else. If I have to just take time out of my day to color, I feel a little anxious because it feels like it's taking forever and I have other things I need to do. If I can do it while I'm doing something else, like maybe in the living room, with the TV on with my husband or whatever, then I can color, and it does feel very relaxing to me. So I just colored all of these one night when I actually did it in my office. I have a TV in there and a chair in there, and Randy was sitting in there with his dinner plates, and we were visiting, and I was doing my coloring, and it really felt relaxing that way. So you guys might consider being able to do that when you're doing something else. Maybe your kiddos are at the bar or the counter and they're working on homework, and you're there kind of supervising, but you're not necessarily needing to be, you don't necessarily have to have your eyes present. That could be something that could kind of piggyback on your time. And I feel like that is what helps me get more projects done and be much more productive with my time. If I can just kind of piggyback some of these tasks, that don't necessarily require me to be like, near all of my ink pads, or having a flat surface, or needing to be around my Cricut or something like that. This is just a way that we're able to kind of make the most of our time. And again, that is just really something that has helped me in all of life, not just close to my heart, but all of my life. I've been like that forever. I've always been a multitasker. Maybe it's like the ADHD, like peeking out, but I just can't stand to sit still and only do one thing. So we're going to put a few of our little black gems on there, our little black glitter gems. Now, as I showed you guys in the previous class, I already colored these, but you can really turn your neutral color bling different colors using the alcohol markers. You can see that is most definitely a silver glitter gem, and it's very black on the top. I love that because it's another way to be a little frugal. You can be a little frugal with your supplies. You can buy the neutral bling, and then you are able to color them to match the papers or the projects that you're using at the time. And you don't have to worry about going and buying additional but colored bling and that type of thing. And I will also tell you guys, we just have oh, you got your stamp. I'm so glad, Sonia. I'm so glad. I think you're gonna have a lot of fun with that one for sure. You guys will know we have silver and gold glitter gems. Since we're done with the card, I can chase a buffalo or two, right? Because I'm the boss today. But you can also not only color your clear glitter gems, but you guys can take the dots as well, and you can color on top of the dots. So like maybe you have a color on, in your little packages. Maybe there's a color that you don't tend to use a lot, or maybe there's a color that's not featured in the paper collections that you're working with, and you tend to keep having, pardon me for the yawning, guys. You tend to keep having like maybe some leftovers that you just need to find a way to use. You can absolutely take some of the dots, and as long as you're coloring with a marker that's darker than that, you can totally change the color. My upcoming August workshop that I used a bazillion black dots on, pretty much none of them were black. They were all lighter colors, and I just colored them with the black marker. A Sharpie will work as well. You can even use colored Sharpies. I've tried that too and tested it just to see if that would work. But you can take those lighter color dots, and if you're coloring them with a darker color marker, you can achieve the same mission. And I love it because, again, I tend to use the neutral color bling the most, black mainly. And it's a way that you can use up all those odds and ends that you kind of have left over in your stash, kind of looking for a place. You can color them black or a darker color, and they can all match. And then it feels like they have a purpose, right? And you can get them out of your stash. And to me, that's just a good feeling when I'm able to use up what I buy and I don't have it just sitting around, right? So we're finished with this fun little guy. I told you it's very easy, very quick. You guys know that you can get the July Stamp of the Month kit. The qualifications for that is your order must be $75. And that's after you've taken off any VIP credit and before you've added your tax and your shipping. So $75 will get you the free pre-cut project kit shipped from me. So you have all of the consumables that you'll need to put the project together, with the exception of the silver glitter gems. You can use those from your stash. And I used just like a half a spoonful of the gold star confetti in both of the fun shaker cards. But everything else is included for you. Your cardstock to do your stamping and your trimming is included. Your card bases and envelopes, your black ribbon, all of your Cricut pieces, all of your cardstock pieces, your base pages. It's all included for you. And so this is just kind of a fun little bite-sized kit that you guys can sit down maybe after the dinner dishes are cleaned up. I have a customer that her son is in traveling ball, and she says they are like at hotels every other weekend, and he's got practice and all of that. And she said these are what she takes with her because she knows she only needs just her stamp set that she earned free because she's a VIP. Or you can get it for $5 if you're not a VIP with your order. She'll grab her adhesive and her stamp set, and there's usually just a couple colors of ink. Pardon me, guys. I'm not getting very much sleep lately. I'm so sorry. But she will take her kits with her. And so she says inside the hotel rooms or when I'm sitting in the bleachers during practices or whatnot, I have something to do, and it kind of feels like I get a little bit of me time. And so there are just a lot of customers that I hear from that they say that this is just like a perfect little bite-size kit that they can take with them very easily. And it's really just become an enjoyment for them to do. I always love to tell the story that I have a customer that has 3 grown daughters. And thanks to the cutting files that also come with the kit, there is a complete cutting guide in here. And you have photos of the projects. And then you also have a complete cutting file with the Cricut link that you get as part of your incentive when your order hits the $75. I want to give you guys a lot of great resources to use so you really enjoy your stamp set. And I do this every single month. You guys will get the files every single month that you place a qualifying order. You get a kit every month that you place a qualifying order. It's a come back next month. If I've seen you for the first time this month, which I have had a few ladies that I've seen for the first time, come back and see me next month. I'll have another one for you. So, what I love about what she does is she will, by the help of the cutting guide, she will actually create 4 sets of the little mini album pages. Now, you guys know the 8x6 pages, we do have page protectors and albums to put them in. This is a size that you can tuck them down in there. They'll be safe, perfect for a gift. But she'll make 4 of them. She'll sit down and do all 4 of them at the same time. She'll make 4 of them, and she keeps one, and then she has 3 grown daughters. And at the end of the year, they each get that album, and she has placed, oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. Yawning. She has been able to place photos throughout the year for all of them. And all 3 of her daughters get an album, a handmade album from their mom every single year for Christmas. Now, how wonderful would that be for you to either be the giver or the receiver of such a priceless gift? I think that would be really wonderful. And I love the fact that she does it throughout the year, and it doesn't feel like such an overwhelming task to get 24 pages done times 3 daughters, right? All done around the holiday season. She just kind of works on it throughout the year. And she says, I already have my stamps and my inks out. I already have the pattern ready to go. I print the same photos in all of the pages. And she says it's just super easy to put all 4 of them together at the same time. She says it really doesn't even take that much more time to do 4 over 1 because, like I said, she has all of her supplies out, all her markers and everything. And I just think that is such a thoughtful gift. And she has been doing that since 2019, which was the first year that I began incorporating the mini album pages with the kits every month. So I just love it. It just blesses my heart anytime her and I talk about that. So just a fun little idea for you guys. If you have someone in your life that might enjoy a handmade album like that, or if you would enjoy a handmade album, these are what you can get in your kits almost every single month. Occasionally, we have a stamp set that just doesn't lend itself very well to pages or cards. Sometimes the stamp is just really geared either more towards pages or more towards cards. And I try to split that and give you both projects when I'm able, but sometimes it just does not work out that way. But when I'm able, I certainly do that. So this is the kit you guys will get with a $75 order this month. I'll ship it right to your house. Today is the last day that you'll be able to get them before I leave for Florida. And if you order while I'm gone to Florida, I will ship them when I get back here this next weekend. So I do have just a couple of the add-on kits left. Now, if you guys want to see what's up with the add-on kit and all of those fun goodies that you can get for free, look at the video of the Cape Cod workshop that I filmed last night. That is going to give you a great up close look at that great big awesome workshop that you can put together. And there's cutting files, and the add-on kit is going to be like all the hard work. Okay. But I have 2 of those left. I don't restock the add-on kits. So once they're gone, they're gone. They're first come, first serve. I do restock these. So you don't have to worry about missing out on these. I will restock these till the very end. So you can place your $75 order anytime during the month and you'll earn one of these. But if you want an add-on kit, you need to hurry, okay? Because I have 2 left. So be sure to check out that video from last night. That should answer you guys' questions about the add-on kits. If it doesn't, reach out, send me a message, and I will be glad to get back with you guys. So thanks so much for joining me on this class. I'm so grateful. We are still going to do the pages. You guys will see a video uploaded on the YouTube channel for the pages as well. But if you guys have questions about any of it, please do feel welcome to reach out. I will be responding to messages even next week while I'm on my vacation. I'll just, again, I'm a multitasker. So, while I'm waiting in line for things, that kind of stuff, I'll get back with you. So reach out to me if I can serve. And everyone who has chosen to do business with me this month during July, I'm so grateful for you. You are quite literally putting food on my family's table. So I'm so grateful for that. So just know that it is appreciated and I do not take it for granted. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I will see you next time.